Hi, this is Trey Passer, and welcome to my Blu Ray collection video. This is going to be part 5. I apologize for, I was going to try to do more today because I was off today, but I went to the movies to see, the Jack Ryan movie, which I really enjoyed, and I have a review on my channel if you want to watch that. But so I was gone most of the day, and I got back, and I've been watching videos for a while, so I decided to film another part tonight, and then hopefully do another part tomorrow. And if I don't do them every day this week, I'll try to do them every other day, just so, because I'm still on the first cabinet here, and I still have this one to go, which is going to be more. So now I'm thinking I'm going to have at least 20 parts to this, because this row is, this cabinet is deeper than that one was. That one's only like single file, and this one is like 2 rows deep. So that'll be that cabinet over there. When I call it the Megan Fox angle. That's an easy way to distinguish the angles. This I call this my son's angles. When you have my 2 sons there, and you can't see my 3rd son because I put the camera closer, so just have a better closer shot so you can see the movies. But the Megan Fox angle, and I'll probably have the camera pointed that way when I do that shelf. Um, that one is deeper than this cabinet that I'm doing now, so that's why I'm doing that one first to get it out of the way. Anyway, so let's get with it. Okay, and these are going to be Blu-rays and DVDs on this shelf. This cabinet here is the one that I'm doing now. It has a mix of it's mostly Blu-rays, but it also has a lot of DVDs in it as well. Anyway, excuse me. Let's go. The first thing, of course, is Tarzan. This is the animated movie that came out. I really love this movie. I know it's on Blu-ray out in the UK, but I think it's coming out on Blu-ray in the States. And I absolutely love this movie. Perfect blend of voice acting. Phil Collins' soundtrack is great. I see why he won the Oscar. Perfect animation. This is one of my favorite movies, period. Tarzan. I love this one. So I can't wait. I hope they have a great edition of it in the States. Anyway, Open Range, a good Western with Robert Duvall, who I love, and Kevin Costner I love as well, and Annette Bening. It's just a great cast. A really good Western, too, as well. It's been a while since I've seen this, but really, really good. I love Robert Duvall and anything he does. He's just a consummate actor. And Kevin Costner is really good in this as well. Okay, okay, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time. Show Me Love, basically about these 2 girls, Elaine and Agnes. Agnes is the dark-haired one, and Elaine is this one. And Agnes has a crush on Elaine, but of course she doesn't know she exists and stuff. And this is basically about growing up, and it's a really sweet, sweet movie. This is what's the guy's name? I don't want to. Lucas Morasan. I know he's done other movies which I can't think of. He did a couple movies which I can't remember, but this is just one of my favorite movies. Show Me Love. I absolutely love this movie. It's just about growing up in teenagers, and it's just a really sweet, sweet movie. Show Me Love, one of my favorites. Okay, this is another comedy. Win a Date with Ted Hamilton. I got this movie because I like Topher Grace and Kate Bosworth. I had a crush on her back then, but now she's way too skinny. And of course, Josh Duhamel, or Mrs. Fergie, Mr. Fergie, who I knew from All My Children as Leo. He's great in that. And anyways, Win a Date with Ted Hamilton is about a small-town girl who wins a date with this guy who's like a TV star, I think, or a movie star maybe, in this. And of course, he has a crush on her. She works at the store that he manages, and of course, he has a crush on her, but she doesn't know he exists. No, she doesn't. She knows he exists, but she doesn't know that he feels the way he feels about her. Of course, and it's a really sweet, sweet story. Win a Date with Ted Hamilton. Of course, now one of my favorite movies of all time, Excalibur. About the King Arthur legend. Just a sweet, sweet movie. The stars in this: Nicole Williamson, Helen Mirren, Patrick Stewart, a young Patrick Stewart, Gabriel Byrne, and Liam Neeson are in this in early parts, and Nigel Terry, who plays Arthur in this, about the King Arthur legend. This is just a really fantastic edition by John Borman. Just absolutely fantastic. Definitely see this movie. If you want to see any legend about the King Arthur, this one is it. Excalibur. Okay, Batman Under the Red Hood. There we go, right there. I bought this because I love the DC animated movies, and of course, you know the story if you read the comics. Who's under that red hood, and it's a really well done movie, like most of DC animated movies. Okay, now this is a a Wes Craven movie. The People Under the Stairs. I did a review of this on the Horoscope 101 channel, which I'm a part of. Okay, I absolutely love this movie. I remember going to see this movie, basically about this poor neighborhood, and they try to break into this house where these people live, and hence, you know, the title, The People Under the Stairs, the people that they live in the house, and it's a whole kind of mystery of how those people came to be there in that house, and it's really, really good. Good. Okay, Superman, Batman, Public Enemies, another DC animated movies, really good. Okay, definitely DC makes the best animated movies. You know, the live action movies, they have to get their head out of their ass and make a decent one of those. Okay, Obsessed. Okay, this is the movie with Idris Elba, of course, Beyonce and Ali Larter, of course, about a guy who's married, and of course his secretary becomes obsessed with him, played by Ali Larter. And I don't care what anybody says, I would have cheated on my way. I'm sorry. Okay, Ali Larter looks so freaking hot, and you know the scene I'm talking about, the scene in the bathroom. Okay. You know, I know he loved his wife, but I think I would have broke my vows in that moment. But that's just, yeah. Anyway, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance, one of the classic westerns. I also have this on Blu Ray. I got it from Amirante666. He gave me the Blu Ray, which I think is out in Australia, where he's from. But I bought the DVD of this, and this is not open. I absolutely love this movie. I saw this movie on TV one time, and I absolutely fell in love with this. Basically, The Man Who Shot Liberty Valance stars James Stewart, John Wayne, and Lee Marvin, and it's basically about a tenderfoot played by James Stewart, who comes to this town called Shinbone, I think, and you know he runs into a foul of Liberty Valance, played by Lee Marvin, and all his growling glory, and of course John Wayne steps in the middle of that, and it's a good western, and it's black and white, and it's just, I think, John Ford's last movie. I think it's his last movie that he did, and it's good film in black and white. It came out in the '60s, and it's really, really good. Vera Miles is in this also as well. Really, really good. And now a comedy by Zac Efron, 17 Again. Matthew Perry from Friends is in this. He's the title character. He wants to be 17 again because he feels his life is sucks, and he wants to be 17 again. Where, excuse me, where he excuse me, excuse me. We'll pause it for a minute. Sorry about that. I had to take a little break. My voice went for some reason. Anyway, 17 again. Again, I want to talk about Matthew Perry. He plays a title character who was a basketball star when he was young, but now he's kind of going through has a boring life as an adult. He has these two kids that don't listen to him, of course, and a nagging wife, and he wishes to be 17 again. When he was a basketball star, he was on top of the world, and through some kind of wacky magic, he does become 17 again, and he interacts with his kids, of course, and his wife, and it's really a sweet, sweet movie. A lot better than I thought it would be. 17 again. Okay, Planet Hulk. Okay, which is a really good, based on the comic book. Definitely one of the better animated movies from Marvel. It has a ton of extras in this. Exactly, you get some comics in there. Spider-Woman motion comic, X-Men motion comic, Spider-Woman and X-Men music videos, Wolverine and the X-Men. It's a really good animated film. Now this movie, I still haven't seen this movie. I got to see this movie, but the reason I got this is because of Clive Owen. I like him. He's a good actor. Excuse me. And it's about a father and his two sons, and I want to see it. So, but I haven't seen it yet. I still got to watch. See, it's still sealed, but I got to watch this. I'm going to make a point of watching this year. The boys are back because I heard good things about it, and I like Clive Owen, and I like the father-son dynamic thing in this movie. So that's why I got it. Of course, then we have The Hurt Locker. Okay, I got to get this on Blu-ray, but I actually love this film. This one, Best Director, I think. What's her name? That used to be married to James Cameron. I forgot her name right now, but she won for The Hurt Locker. And The Hurt Locker is a really good movie about these guys that go around, disarming bombs and stuff. Really good. Jeremy Renner's in that, and Ralph Fiennes. Okay, excuse me. Then I did Touch It 2. Which is a low-budget horror movie. It has great people in this. What's his name? I gotta repeat the names. Candyman is in this. Kane Hodder is in this. Tony Todd, Daniel Harris, about this serial killer out in the swamps, and it's really good. And chicken and biscuits. That's all I gotta say about that. Okay. Anyway, the next thing is I Love You, Beth Cooper. I still haven't watched it, but the reason I got it is because that woman on the cover there, Hayden Panettiere, that's her name, who I knew who she was from the show Heroes, and it's basically about this guy who basically declares his love. I think during his graduating speech, that he loves Beth Cooper, and it's a comedy, but I haven't watched this yet, but I'm dying to watch it. So I gotta check it out and watch it one day. Just haven't checked that out yet. And now let's show all three of these at once. I have the Evil Dead movies, of course, the original, the second one, and the third one, Army of Darkness. Okay, I have these films. I really love these films. Okay, I got these. There we go. And of course, I have a Ron Howard film, Cocoon. They're really good about these aliens that come down to the planet. Steve Guttenberg is in this. Hugh Cronum, Brian Dennehy, Steve Guttenberg, Maureen Stapleton, Jessica Tandy. Just a really sweet movie. And Raquel Welch's daughter's in this. What's her name in this? What's her name? So they don't have her name listed here. Tani Welch, there she is, who looked incredibly hot. Okay, that's a good movie about it. These old aliens that come down and they change the lives of these young people in the rest home and stuff. And now this is a classic movie to me, My Bodyguard. I love this movie. I remember when this came on TV. I was watching it, actually fell in love with this, and I got this at one of these places that sell DVDs. Chris Makepeace, Ruth Gordon, Matt Dillon, and Adam Baldwin. Basically, Chris Makepeace gets bullied by Matt Dillon, and of course he hires this loner guy named Adam Baldwin to be his bodyguard and basically protect him. And it's a really sweet coming of age story, and it's about their friendship, of Adam Baldwin and Chris Makepeace. And it's a really sweet film. And Matt Dillon was a real dick in that movie. Anyway, the next movie is Cujo. I got this from a good friend, the Clay Singer. He didn't. I think for some reason I forgot the reason why he didn't like it, but I told him, hey, I'll take it if you want, and he sent it to me. He's a real good guy. Cujo. The Stephen King, based on a Stephen King novel. Great movie. Okay, that little kid. Ooh, the way he could scream. Anyway, this is the first Smurfs movie. This is the Steelbook. I got this off of eBay, and believe it or not, I haven't watched it, so I can't say. I know people give it crap, but I haven't watched it, so I can't say that it's crap. Okay, and I know they made a second one, but which I haven't seen as well either. But this is the Steelbook. Okay, and this is Casino Royale. This is a special edition that I got from Amazon UK, I think. Okay, spectacular 2-disc set. Hours of special features and a collector's book. Really good. Daniel Craig's debut as James Bond. He's a total badass. Okay. And the X-Men quadrilogy right there. All 4 movies. X-Men, X-Men 2, X-Men The Last Stand, and X-Men Origins Wolverine. Okay, that's those. Now, the next movie I got is The Warrior. This stars Tom Hardy, of course, Joel Edgerton, and Nick Nolte. Really great film about two brothers, about this strange family. Basically, one brother's like a Marine, and then one brother's just a teacher struggling to survive, and they enter this MMA type tournament and stuff. And Nick Nolte's the alcoholic father who's trying to better his life, and it's just a heartwarming film. Warrior. Okay, Into the Wild. I forgot who told me about this movie. I can't try to remember, but this is really good about a guy that graduates from college, and basically he goes to, he sells everything and just basically goes to live off the land. Excuse me, goes to live off the land. And I didn't realize it was based on a true story about a real life guy who actually, after he graduated from college, he got in the van. I think he sold everything he had, and then he just basically lived off the land. And this is directed by Sean Penn. Emile Hirsch is really good in this, and it's just a real powerful film. You have to watch this film. I didn't realize it was a true story. It's really good. Okay, now this one, Friends with Benefits. I haven't watched this yet, but I like Justin Timberlake as an actor, and I love Mila Kunis. And it's basically about these two people that decide to have a sexual relations without any hang-ups. But I still haven't watched it yet. But I am going to watch it. I didn't realize by looking on the back of it that Woody Harrelson is in it, so I'm definitely going to watch it because of him as well. Okay, and I'm going to watch this. And there's another movie that I got to watch. I'm going to watch them together because they're two same type of movies. But I'll show that movie when I get to it. Friends with Benefits. Okay, Cowboys and Aliens. There it is. Daniel Craig, Harrison Ford. What's her name? The real hot Olivia Wilde. This is a decent movie, actually, pretty good. But Harrison Ford didn't play the best bad guy. I mean, his character was supposed to be a kind of a bad guy, but then he kind of turns into a kind of a good guy. But it's a decent film. I like nice elements of a Western and sci-fi. So like that. Cowboys and Aliens. Of course, now we have the Hangover films. We have the first one, which was the classic. Okay. And then we have part 2, which is really kind of subpar. And then we have Hangover 3, which is a little different and a lot better than the second one. Okay, so there we go. There's the Hangover films. Okay, then we have a remake of a movie, The Manchurian Candidate. This stars Denzel Washington, Meryl Streep, Liv Schreiber, and this is the remake of the Frank Sinatra one, the one he won the Oscar for, and I forgot the other guy, the actor, Lawrence Harvey. That's his name. About a guy that gets brainwashed, basically, to assassinate a politician, and it's a really good. This is a good remake, actually. Okay, Manchurian Candidate. Okay, and this is another very underrated movie, Enemy of the State, starring Will Smith and Gene Hackman. Okay, Will Smith, he gets a guy that gets framed, and people trying to kill him, and Gene Hackman's the only help they can get, and it's a really good movie. Okay, Bad Boys, Sean Penn, he gets locked up, and basically he's like a small-time criminal, and he gets locked up, and he has to, survive jail, and it's a really good. Ali Sheedy is in this as well, and a really good movie, Sean Penn. Okay, Red Heat. Okay, and Arnold Schwarzenegger and Jim Belushi. Okay, really good action movie. Arnold's a Russian cut, so this time he can use his accent. Okay, and he basically has to come to, I think, Chicago to chase a Russian gangster. And of course, Jim Belushi is the cop that he has to team up with. A really good action movie. Okay, Friday the 13th, the Killer Cut. I still haven't watched this movie, believe it or not. I still haven't watched this. I'm going to have to watch it eventually. And I heard mixed things about it, but I'm going to watch it and judge for myself. Okay, and I'll probably be reviewing this later this year sometime. But this is the Killer Cut, whatever that is. And a sneak peek of Trick or Treat. That's how old this that's been since I got that. Now, The Uninvited. This is a remake. Actually, I got the original that I picked up a few weeks ago when it came out in the Criterion. Now, this is actually a kind of a remake of it. And I didn't mind this remake. This remake was decent. I know a lot of people give it crap. But I liked it. But about these two sisters, and it was a decent remake. I have to give it. I know people give it crap because it's not as good as the original movie. Was just fantastic, which I think I did a review of a few weeks on my channel there. If you want to watch that. And this is Watchmen. Of course, this is with the nice lenticular cover. I actually love Watchmen. I got so many different editions of the Watchmen movie. I have this one. I have the box set there. I have another DVD set that's here, and I have a Steelbook, a couple of Steelbooks. I love the Watchmen movie, love the comic, and I love the Zack Snyder movie. This is really, really great. Really, I know people gave it crap and stuff when it came out. I don't think it did too well, but I really like that movie. Okay, now we have Hostel, the original, with Eli Roth, a really freaky movie. But when I went to see it, I have to be perfectly honest, when I went to see this movie, I thought it was going to be a lot scarier or bloodier than it turned out to be, but it was still a decent movie. Okay? About these, Americans that go out, Americans that go in Europe and they get tricked into going to a place and mayhem ensues. Okay, Fright Night. This is the 3D version. I like this lenticular cover there. Okay, this is a decent remake. I love the original Fright Night and that limited Blu Ray copy, which is way overpriced and it was a total ripoff that I didn't get, which I want to get on Blu Ray eventually. I guess when they release it wide or whatever. But anyway, this was a decent remake with Colin Farrell. Who I thought was great is Jerry, and Anton Yelchin as what's his character's name? Charlie Brewster, and McLovin's in this briefly. But I thought this was a decent remake. I have to give props. It entertained me. Not as good as the original. The original was fantastic. And of course, then we have Help, which is a really good movie. I really, really enjoyed this movie. One of the ladies, I think both of the ladies got nominated for the Academy Award, but I think only what's her name? Octavia Spencer. She won Best Supporting Actress, and this is a really good movie about maids growing up in the South. Okay, that's really good, and also has what's her name? I'm drawing a blank on her name now. What's her name? Jessica Chastain is in this, and also what's her face? Emma Stone. Jesus Christ, I'm drawing a blank on Emma Stone's name. This is Dog Soldiers. I got this a long time ago, and I watched it, and a really good twist on the werewolf story with these soldiers, going on maneuvers on the weekend. Really, really good. Okay, and they have to run into werewolves. And the next thing is I got 3 steelbooks of the Transformers movies. Okay, okay, here's the original one, and here's Revenge of the Fallen, and of course the third one, Dark of the Moon. Okay, there you got the 3 steelbooks. Okay, and I got a steelbook of Kick-Ass. Okay, I love Kick-Ass. And another steelbook of Sucker Punch, another one of my favorite movies with Zack Snyder. A visual treat. And I got T2 that came with my son here. This is the you know, all the special editions right there that came with that. And also it came with Terminator Salvation. Okay, there's a little Blu Ray disc that came with, oops, excuse me. Yeah, Terminator Salvation. There we go, that's there. Okay, and now I'm on to my third pile, and then this third pile is mostly DigiBooks, okay? Just so you know, and let me take a drink of orange juice. Of course, we have The Exorcist. I love this movie, real frightening movie, and I'll build up the courage to watch this again. Then we have Batman, the 1989 Michael Keaton one. That's another DigiBook. Then we have, again, one of my favorite movies, again, 300, right there. I love this, the cover there. Gerard Butler looks total badass there, look at it. Yeah. Okay, then of course the classic gangster film, Goodfellas. Then we have the all-time classic, Citizen Kane, the 70th anniversary edition. Now I know there's another edition of this, again, that came out. I saw it in Best Buy when I went there on Friday. Another edition of it, but that's the 70th anniversary edition. Then we have the Matrix DigiBook. We have Dirty Harry DigiBook. Then we have North by Northwest, a classic movie right there, DigiBook. Then we have Seven, totally awesome. Now these movies I got from overseas. This is another DigiBook for Batman Begins. And it comes with this great little, I can see this lifts up out of there like that. Comes this nice little plastic case that protects it there. Okay, let's do this so the pile don't get too high. And then of course we have the Dark Knight. Okay. There we go. Like that DigiBook. And then of course we have Blade Runner. I think I got these from Amazon Germany, I think. That's where I got it from, because the writing in the back looks German to me. Okay, Blade Runner, the final cut. And then we have AI, a really underrated movie. I really, really love this movie. I know people give it crap, but I love this movie. Okay, there we go. I absolutely love AI. Okay, it gets a lot of crap, but to me, it's a really sweet, sweet movie. Okay, then of course we have the last DigiBook over here for this one. 7, okay, and there we go. Just a really an intense movie that when I saw it the first time, the movie stayed with me for like a week. That's how intense this movie 7 was. Okay, now back to the Blu-rays. Crow, the Crow, last movie by Brandon Lee. Great movie, beautiful, based on the graphic novel. Okay, then we have a Disney animated movie, Pixar, A Bug's Life. I really, really enjoyed this. Kevin Spacey is the grasshopper, the evil grasshopper. Ratatouille, the most beautiful animation. Paris looks absolutely stunning animated. Has Contagion. This has an all-star cast, which I haven't watched this yet. Marion Cotillard, Matt Damon, Lawrence Fishburne, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, and Kate Winslet, about a virus. And I gotta watch this. I still haven't watched this yet. Movie produced by Guillermo del Toro, Don't Be Afraid of the Dark, starring Katie Holmes, Guy Pearce, and this great young actress in this movie. This is actually a remake of a TV movie. What's her name? The young actress, Bailey Madison, who was really, really good in this movie. You really feel for her character about a father, his daughter, and his new girlfriend that move into this house, and they got to remodel it, and the house is, you know, kind of haunted. Okay, Psycho, American Psycho. What can you say? I think this is my second copy of this, because I think I won I had this copy, and then I won this copy in a contest. And so did I win this too, also The Collector, which I haven't watched yet. And I know there's a second part to this, but I haven't watched this yet, about a guy that collects things. Horror movie. And then, of course, this I still haven't watched this one either. I think I won Collector, American Psycho, and this movie. Dennis Quaid, Ben Foster, which, you know, two actors I like. This is called Pandora. Okay, so I got to watch this too. Again, put that in my pile of movies I haven't watched yet. And this is a DVD, Lovesick, Dudley Moore, Elizabeth McGovern. I absolutely love this movie. You know, Dudley Moore, you know, back in the 80s, I think he made a bunch of movies, you know, Mickey and Maude, and this movie, and a bunch of other movies. But I absolutely love this movie. I love the chemistry between Dudley Moore and Elizabeth McGovern. She was absolutely beautiful, and breathtaking in this movie. There we go. He plays a psychiatrist who absolutely, you know, starts to fall in love with her. Of course, he starts to fantasize and daydream about her, of course. And it's a really good movie. And this is written and directed by Martin Breckman, and also stars John Huston, Alan King, Ron Silver, and Alec Guinness plays Ford. You know, literally Ford, who talks to him, comes to him in visions and talks to him. Okay. And last but not least is my DVD of the Ultimate Collection of The Watchmen. I got this from eBay, the complete story. Okay, that's it. This is the DVD set. It comes with all this 5-disc limited edition set. Like I said, this I have a bunch of tons of stuff about Watchmen sets. This I got to probably do a video on all the different versions of Watchmen I got. Anyway, that's my 5th video, which will be my 4th shelf from over there. Okay, and then tomorrow maybe I'll try to do another shelf. But I got to go back to work, so I don't know if I'm going to do that. Or maybe I'll do it the day after. Anyway, but this is the 5th video for my collection, and I have more to come. Okay, so stay tuned. Let me know what you think of these titles. Feel free to leave comments down below. This is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.